One screen idol's breath was so foul his co-stars dreaded love scenes. A beloved Bombshell almost never bathed. Another beauty's famous smile hid a mouthful of infections. And one of the richest men in show business refused to wash for months. Let's lift the velvet curtain and uncover the shocking hygiene habits of 15 Golden Age legends. Number 1. Clark Gable, the king with killer breath. He was the ultimate gentleman, tailored suits, irresistible grin, pure charisma. But if you'd been anywhere near Clark Gable in person, you'd have needed a gas mask. By his early 30s, Gable had lost nearly all his teeth to gum disease and wore full dentures. Unfortunately, dental technology back then wasn't kind. The result? A permanent case of halitosis so bad that co-stars quietly dreaded romantic scenes. Sophia Loren, who worked with him in It Started in Naples, reportedly kept her distance between takes. And to make things worse, Gable refused to use mouthwash. He said it interfered with his acting. Number 2. Marilyn Monroe, the dirty bombshell. On screen, she was flawless, glowing skin, platinum hair, and that soft, breathy voice. But according to people who knew her, Marilyn wasn't quite as pristine off camera. She reportedly bathed infrequently, skipped deodorant, and even slept in the same sheets for days. Her co-star Clark Gable, ironically with his own hygiene issues, found her casual attitude toward cleanliness hard to stomach. Yet somehow, Monroe's magnetism made everyone forgive it. She was messy, vulnerable, and impossibly human, which might have been the real secret to her allure. Number 3. Howard Hughes, from polished to putrid. Howard Hughes started as a dashing billionaire, sharp suits, slick hair, Hollywood's golden producer. But as his obsessive-compulsive disorder took over, his hygiene completely collapsed. He isolated himself in hotel rooms, refused to bathe, let his nails and hair grow wild, and even stored his urine in jars. The same man who once demanded spotless sets and immaculate women ended up living in filth. His decline wasn't just tragic, it became a symbol of how fame and power could rot from the inside out. Number 4. Errol Flynn, the smelly swashbuckler. He swung from ropes, fought duels, and made audiences swoon. But up close, Errol Flynn was less charming pirate and more barroom floor. Flynn drank constantly, whiskey in the morning, rum by lunch, and it showed. Crew members said his sweat smelled like liquor, and his clothes often reeked. By afternoon, his breath could knock over a camera operator. Still, Flynn's charisma was bulletproof. Even his co-star Olivia de Havilland reportedly found polite ways to offer him mouthwash between takes. Pure Hollywood diplomacy. Number 5. Marlon Brando, method acting, method stinking. Brando changed acting forever, but his dedication to realism included smelling real too. He often refused to bathe, skipped deodorant, and wore sweat-soaked clothes for days during shoots. Vivian Leigh, his co-star in A Streetcar Named Desire, reportedly begged the director to make him wash. By Apocalypse Now, Brando had taken it to new extremes: heavy, sweaty, unwashed, and utterly indifferent. For Brando, personal hygiene was just another Hollywood illusion to reject. Number 6. James Dean, rebel without a shower. James Dean lived like his characters, raw, reckless, and completely unbothered by appearances. He rarely bathed, wore the same clothes for weeks, and considered dirt part of his authentic look. Director Nicholas Ray had to quietly remind him to wash before romantic scenes, and Natalie Wood allegedly struggled to act natural around his strong body odor. Dean's grime became part of his legend, the unpolished rebel Hollywood couldn't control. Number 7. Joan Crawford, glamour with a dental disaster. Joan Crawford's looks were her empire. Those sharp cheekbones and bold lips became her signature. But behind that perfect smile was a painful secret. To enhance her face, Crawford reportedly had back teeth removed to hollow her cheeks, a procedure that left her mouth infected and swollen. Dentists tried to fix it with caps and cement, but it only worsened. Her breath was rumored to turn sour whenever she drank, which was often. The woman famous for her obsession with cleanliness, who scrubbed her hands until they bled, couldn't fix the one thing she cared about most: her smile. Number 8. Judy Garland, when the studio broke her. Judy Garland's life was managed by MGM from childhood. Pills to stay awake, pills to sleep, endless pressure to perform. Under that strain, even basic self-care slipped away. During her darker periods, Garland sometimes arrived on set unwashed, exhausted, or smelling of alcohol and cigarettes. Assistants were assigned just to make sure she bathed before filming. Her hygiene struggles weren't vanity, they were symptoms of a system that valued her profits over her health. Number 9. Elvis Presley, the King's Killer Breath. Elvis was all style, the hair, the swagger, the charm. But by the mid-60s, his teeth told another story. As his pill use grew, his dental hygiene crumbled. Co-stars from his movie years confessed that kissing Elvis wasn't as dreamy as it looked. His breath was shockingly bad. He spent hours perfecting his hair, yet neglected his mouth entirely. The contrast between his public image and private habits couldn't have been sharper. Number 10. Elizabeth Taylor, Cleopatra's Unwashed Curse. Elizabeth Taylor's beauty was mythic, violet eyes, diamonds, and royalty-level glamour. But during turbulent periods in her life, especially her stormy romance with Richard Burton, her hygiene took a hit. Friends said she could go days without bathing, masking the issue with expensive perfumes and powder. Directors sometimes arranged spa breaks on set just to nudge her toward a bath. Even Cleopatra had her off days, and they weren't always fragrant. Number 11. Charlie Chaplin, the Tramp in real life. Chaplin's iconic character, the Tramp, was scruffy, lovable, and a little unwashed, and so reportedly was Chaplin himself. During intense filming periods, he'd skip baths, wear the same clothes, and focus entirely on his work. His ex-wife Lita Gray even cited his poor hygiene in divorce papers. To audiences, he was the polished genius of comedy. Behind the scenes, he sometimes lived the part a little too authentically. Number 12. Humphrey Bogart, Bad Breath Behind the Tough Guy. Bogart's gritty voice and smoldering stare made him a film noir legend, but the smell of cigarettes and whiskey followed him everywhere. He smoked up to 3 packs a day and drank heavily, which left his breath infamously foul. Ingrid Bergman, his Casablanca co-star, supposedly asked for fewer close-up shots during romantic scenes. Lauren Bacall, who truly loved him, was one of the few who didn't mind. Now that's chemistry. Number 13. Rita Hayworth, Beauty at a Cost. Rita Hayworth's red hair and glowing skin made her the love goddess, but her beauty came with pain. Studio executives forced her to undergo electrolysis to raise her hairline and dye her hair a harsh red. The treatments damaged her scalp permanently, leaving it irritated, flaky, and prone to infection. The perfection audiences adored came with real suffering and constant discomfort hidden under layers of glamour. Number 14. Montgomery Clift, the Broken Idol. Montgomery Clift was Hollywood's sensitive soul, talented, beautiful, and deeply private. But after a near-fatal car crash in 1956 that disfigured his face, everything changed. Chronic pain and addiction made it hard for him to care for himself. He sometimes arrived on set unwashed, disoriented, and in pain. Friends like Elizabeth Taylor quietly arranged help for him, knowing he'd never ask for it himself. His hygiene decline mirrored his heartbreak, a tragic symbol of a man destroyed by both fame and fate. Number 15. Tallulah Bankhead, the Wild One. Tallulah Bankhead didn't care about rules or soap. Known for her whiskey voice, wild parties, and scandalous humor, she often bragged about skipping baths because they dried out her skin. Co-stars said she could be delightful one moment and unbearable the next, her smell included. But she owned it. For Tallulah, dirt was just another way to defy society's expectations. If you enjoyed uncovering these hidden truths of old Hollywood, hit that like button, subscribe, and let me know in the comments which star's secret shocked you the most.